Hey everybody, Thomas the Tank here with a brand new video. I just want to say thank you so much for all the support on the first Battlefield 1 beta video. A little update on the GPU situation. Still don't have it.
Sarcasm. No joking. Fuck the fan.
So as I stated in the first video, we've been hyped for Battlefield 1 a lot. It comes out October 21st. We got around 4 weeks till we can get it, boys. Because I'm pretty sure on the release, that Call of Duty traffic is going to go way down. It's about as fast as my watch time on Skyrim Let's Plays. So it's been a little bit since the beta, and I'm going to admit, that beta was a lot of fun, even though I didn't really get to play it myself. Hence the reason why I'm using other people's footage, as you can see in the upper left hand corner, with the name and the console that they're playing on. With that out of the way, I come to you, my fellow viewer, my fellow soldier, my Battlefield enthusiast. I come to you today to tell you how dope this game is. As I discussed before, it's the beta, and we don't know everything what the game has to offer. But from what we have seen, it's a lot more than Star Wars Battlefront.
Just take all my money! Oh, not this soon! Not this soon! Ah!
Battlefield has changed a lot. The maps, game modes, and vehicles, to name a few. Without further ado, here are a few reasons why you should play Battlefield 1. Like in all Battlefield games, Battlefield maps are very big. It feels like the maps are just getting more and more diverse with every new Battlefield that comes out. We have these really big open maps like Caspian Border from Battlefield 3 and the DLC in Battlefield 4, but we also have these really long linear maps like Operation Metro and Battlefield 3 and 4. Personally, I found Caspian Border and Operation Metro my favorite maps to play on. I remember back in the Battlefield 3 days when we would play on a max ticket game on Operation Metro, which would probably be a 2-hour match. By the end of the match, you'd go 120 and your KD would be shooting up to the exosphere.
That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck.
In the Battlefield 1 beta, we only got to play one map, which is the Sinai Desert. It feels like they took everything that they did right in Battlefield 3 and 4 and mashed it into a new game. And holy crap, it's one of the best maps I've played in a long time. This map is absolutely beautiful. I mean, look at it. On the Sinai Desert map, you have a large open sand dune area on the south side of the map with one objective. I can see this being a really good area of the map for tank battles. On the northern center part of the map, you have a village, which would be really good for close quarter combat. On the east side of the map, where the British deploy, you have a large canyon where you can snipe scrubs from the top of the cliffs, and just a really good place overall for rush gameplay. On the west side of the map, where the Ottoman Empire deploys, you have a few rocky outcrops which are good for sniping scrubs from. Lastly, you have the railroad in the center of the map, where Thomas the Tank can lower your KD ratio further than Pippin's mistake knocking over the bucket in the well. The f***? Really, Pippin? Why? Are you f***ing kidding me? Damn, Frodo. Ah, fuck. Sam, that's a new record. Legolas, that was pretty far. Yeah, it was Aragorn. Well, we're full of a took. I would have thrown you in there myself. Gandalf, why did this come along with us? Oh shit. It's real, nigga. Anyways, I can't wait till Battlefield 1 comes out. Who knows what the rest of the maps will look like. Lastly, which I almost forgot to mention, remember how in Battlefield 4 that a lot of the weather systems were scripted and the destruction was limited? Well, now it's all dynamic like we never seen before. Oh my God! Wow! clearly know that Battlefield is great because of the graphics, the maps, and the vehicles. But we're forgetting one thing. That's right, my dudes. It's game modes. Now we all know about classic game modes like Team Deathmatch, but it's the game modes in Battlefield that separates Battlefield from COD Reskin and your Rush B and Go players.
На максимальных оборотах! Хуяк пошел в окоп, быстрее, блядь!
And those game modes are Conquest and Rush. Well, let's talk about Conquest first. Now, if you're watching this video and you're new to Battlefield completely, then let me phrase this in the most simplest way possible. Conquest equals chaos. The way Conquest works is you have a number of objectives across the map. Each team is fight over and control the objectives to win the game. And you can do this by any means necessary. Oh, you need to stab that scrub? Do it. You need to drive your car into a building? You do that. If you need to create complete mayhem with Thomas the Tank, you do that. It's complete freedom. You choose how you want to take the objectives, and you can work as a team or go solo. The choice is up to you. Now, Conquest has changed a bit since Battlefield 4. Now, if you remember in Conquest, you had a certain ticket number, and you had to bleed the other team's tickets down to 0 in order to win. Well, take that logic and flip it around, because now you have to start from 0 and work your way to the top in order to win.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team in.
What the f*** is that?
Let's talk about Rush. Now, Conquest may be the most popular game mode, but Rush comes in second. Now, if you're new to Battlefield, here's Rush in the most simplest of terms. Rush B, давай, сикипелье.
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
That's probably the first time you ever heard me speak Russian. The way Rush works is you have an attacker side and a defender side. The objective for the attackers is to arm objectives A and B until they explode. The objective for the defenders is to defend the objectives until the tickets run out for the attacker team or the time runs out. Now, beforehand it just used to be where the tickets just ran out, but now they added the timer to it. Whether they changed this in the release or not, who knows? We'll find out. Now, how you arm the objective is up to you. You want to drive a tank in there that's OP as f*** and dominate the competition by destroying their KD ratios and bringing yours up to the stratosphere? You can do that. If you want to run in there with your syringe and just stab people, you can do that. It's your choice how you go in to arm the objective. You can work as a team, or you can go solo. Although I would recommend teams because those tanks are pretty OP.
Nice.
Wait.
We have taken objective apples.
Level Cap just uploaded a new video. Well, what is it? Oh my.
Hey guys, Level Cap here. All the maps in Battlefield 1 have been officially revealed, as well as all of the game modes.
I just got done talking about that. Well then, I guess we don't have to wait till the release of Battlefield 1 to know the maps and game modes now. Moving on, next point. The last point in which made Battlefield Battlefield and distinguishes Battlefield from the rest is vehicles. Now, vehicles have changed a lot since Battlefield 3 and 4. Remember in Battlefield 3 and 4 how you had one jet and one tank and they were evenly balanced across the teams? Well, that's the biggest thing that's changed. You now have 3 classes for planes and 3 classes for tanks. The 3 classes of planes are fighter, bomber, and the in-between, which is the attack plane. No! God! To sum it up in the shortest of words, fighters are 1-seaters, very nimble. Attackers are 2-seaters, a hybrid between the bomber and the fighter, and are less nimble. Bombers are 3-seaters, lots of firepower, not nimble.
We have lost objective apples.
You have 3 classes of tanks: light tank, heavy tank, and land ship. To sum up the tanks, the light tank is a 1-man tank, which is pretty OP, primary cannon,
Rampage!
the secondary a slug shot. The heavy tank is the same primary and secondary, only it's a 6-man vehicle with machine guns jetting out on all the sides, and it can take a lot more of a beating. The land ship is a 3-man vehicle, which is kind of a weird one. The driver can only use the default machine gun while the passengers can use the primary cannon and the secondary slug shot. And that's pretty much tanks and planes summed up, but we got an even better vehicle to talk about. Let's move on. Everybody remembers the Jeeps from Battlefield 3 and 4. Those haven't changed much, except the look. Yes, they're still clunky, and yes, you can still go jihadi Jeep in them. The car in Battlefield 1 is basically your Humvees from Battlefield 3 and your transport vehicles from Battlefield 4. But for some weird reason, my friend has a tendency to get them stuck.
Nice.
Let's talk about the newest addition to Battlefield 1, which makes Battlefield 1 Battlefield 1. Horses.
Look at my horse, my horse is amazing.
Horses are a unique class. You have a sword and a lever action rifle. I will say this though, with the sword, you can only swipe right.
Gosh, I'm going on Tinder.
And now we finally made it to the granddaddy of all vehicles, the newest to the Battlefield series. That's right, it's Thomas. The Behemoth class, or what I like to call Thomas the Dank Train, is a whole new class of vehicles. You have 3 basic behemoths: Dreadnoughts, Zeppelins, and the Armored Train. And in the beta, we got to play the Armored Train. Thomas the Dank Tank has 6 seats, and in each of those seats, there's a gun to take out anything and everything. You want to take out that scrub flying the bomber? Do it.
We have taken objective.
You want to take out that tank? Do it. You want to take out that scrub trying to run away? You can do that. Whatever the enemy throws at Thomas, he's got you covered. He'll mow them down. He'll send their KDs straight through the ground. And that's pretty much why I like Battlefield 1. Now that the beta is over and we had a lot of time to look over it and just, really take it in. It's roughly around 4 weeks till Battlefield 1 comes out, and there's only one thing on our minds.
You mean how Call of Duty is?
Well, yeah, that too, but imagine how big the hype train and circle jerk is going to be around the release time. Just take that in for a second. Since you made it this far into the video, 1 like equals 1 ticket on Thomas the Dank Hype Train. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you found the video helpful, entertaining, having any comedic value, or just dank, please leave a thumbs up, share the video to help me out, subscribe if you're new to the channel or like what you see, and I'll see you later.
Why aren't you talking about Hardline?
Okay, listen Jimmy, we don't ever talk about Hardline. Ever. The main thing that's changed since Battlefield 4 is we no longer have an engineer class. The classes in Battlefield 1 include Assault, Medic, Support, and Scout. The Assault class is your anti-vehicle personnel. Or what used to be the Engineer class, except you are no longer a nigga with a rocket launcher. The primary weapon for the Assault class are SMGs, which are useful for taking out players quickly at short ranges.